the first play. It's 2nd and 3. And Carr to throw for the first time today. Not going to get the chance. And he goes down courtesy of J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt is going to come right up inside. Didn't play last week, and right away, Cardinals had 0 sacks on the quarterback.
Jacobs. And Jacobs brought down by J.J. Watt.
They give a little shot of energy back to their team.
See if they can get off the field. Oh my gosh, that one intended for Foster Moreau. It never got to him.
Yep.
Kind of flipped the script in that second half. Credit to Vance Joseph.
Pressure coming. Stafford in trouble. Down he goes. J.J. Watt. He saw Aaron Donald get a sack. He said, I've got to get one.
Watch the big J.J. Watt right in the middle of your screen. 99 with the swim move. Ooh. And that's their pressure guy off the edge. Buda Baker, he gobbles up the back in protection.
This is the first play run by the Panthers since the 7:09 mark of the third quarter. Another batted ball, and it's intercepted by Dennis Gardeck.
And then brought it right over here to the Carolina Panthers.
3rd down and 10. Mayfield complete. McCaffrey breaks free and is just short. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of Arizona. And there's another one. J.J. Watt does it again.
All kinds of space out here.
Hurts, the blitz is on. And they got him at midfield.
See Buda lined up here on the outside. And then it's Murphy on the right side as well.
Coordinator here through the transition has thrown out of this before, but you would think blocking in this situation. And nothing happening. The Cardinals flooded in there, led by J.J. Watt.
And killed this play. Just some little subtle movements up front. And you could see Tanner Vallejo from his linebacker spot able to get up in there.
A young defense in the process, as he calls it, try to get it right. They're doing it today. Walker brought down right away by Dogby. Make that J.J. Watt.
You're going to see Parkinson come across, and he is just going to completely whiff on this block right here, and that's going to be the blow-up shot. And as a running back,
Mark Ingram is the running back here on 2nd and 1, and comes close.
3rd and 13. Here comes the blitz. And here comes a flag, and he is sacked. They got Kirk Cousins back around the 10-yard line. J.J. Watt.
Really nice job, and you know, J.J. Watt right here coming inside, and there you go. Stick the leg out there, get a trip on Zach Allen. They're running a little game. They're not always 100% on your quarterback. When you see one of those things go, that's just that miscommunication with the route.
On 3rd down, the Cardinals get to Cousins. J.J. Watt with another sack.
He is just so big and so strong, and he can get you with speed and quickness, but he also has this, man, that's straight up the bull rush, and that gives me nightmares right now. Ingram just going, please, for the love of Pete right there.
Wolford now 8 of 14. He's hit. Ball comes loose. Picked up at the 30-yard line, but now a whistle. Play was blown down.
Let's take a look at that. That's Myjai Sanders coming off the edge. Myjai Sanders at the bottom of your screen is going to come right off the edge. Well, the officials on it.
Let's see, was the arm moving
previous
forward?
Play is under review.
Did not look like it was.
It does not look like it was going forward. It looks like Myjai got there right before.
So Clete Blakeman will take a look at it.
I'm surprised that McVay hasn't gone to a different offensive guy, knowing that he could be a decoy.
2nd down and 8. Wolford wrapped up. Down he goes. J.J. Watt with the sack and the celebrations.
From the defensive line spot, There's J.J. Watt using that bull rush on Brian Allen. He keeps going, and Wolford just sitting there.
Blitz coming from Buda Baker, and this one was tipped. I don't know if it was Golden or Baker who got his hand on it. We'll find out. Either way, it's 3rd down and 13.
The back is Joshua Kelly, up after injury. They get around him. They got around Salyer, and there is the aforementioned J.J. Watt.
Well, Salyer's been playing well with Watt coming off the edge up top. He has been playing well. He's not Rashawn Slater. You got to remember, they lost him early in the season to a biceps injury.
Carter on the move. Watt by Allen over the head of Carter and blown up on the play, covering well Ben Neiman.
Blitz off the edge with Simmons. The Patriots run away from it with Kevin Harris. And a loss on the play of 2 is J.J. Watt.
Yeah, run at J.J. Watt at your own risk. I mean, he comes right through the middle of that defense. And
he's come in as Marlon Mack remains the back. On 1st down, ripping. Oh, he's smothered by J.J. Watt. Blitz came from one side, but Watson from the other. 7.5 sacks this season.
And you're going to see Watt lined up here on the outside. And Compton turns back down to the inside to try and help out. And that just leaves Watt free. The quick spin move right there.
Give him a 3-yard loss. Pressure again, and here's a sack at the 15-yard line. J.J. Watt with 2 today.
From the edge here, watch him work all the way back to the inside and dip and bend. That's something we hadn't seen from J.J. Watt in a long time. Just can't get there. Have to be careful with this quick passing game. This may be an interception waiting to happen.
Another awkward play as Watt gets in on a what looks like a drop ball and then a handoff to Murray, who just had to gather the ball in.
Drops the ball and Watt gets that penetration. Fleming, no chance.
A lot of fun to be around. And always there when you need him. Rippins throws, batted down.
Good start to the year in Dallas, but not much in the game since. J.J. Watt with a tackle for loss behind the line of scrimmage. He comes in to get Fournette. Godwin in motion, Fournette inside. Looks like he's short of the 1st down. Watt with good pressure inside, and Marcus Golden finishing the tackle. Baker, the lone Pro Bowler. Cardinals have given up 26.5 a game, most in the league. Wow. Again, Chris. J.J. Watt's 3 sacks against Denver last week were not a joke. He has come in on fire in this 1st quarter.
You don't need me. Watch this thing. Double team's going to come right at him. He's going to split right between both guys and make another tackle for loss. So far, Koa's the MVP as J.J. all fired up.
The field goal range here. Fournette, a tackle for loss, which is what they didn't need, and it is that man again. J.J. Watt is having a night on Christmas night.
Look at the wiggle for 33 years old. You just don't see that very often. You don't see guys 33 that can still wiggle their way through the gap, and he has done it on multiple occasions. A work ethic like none other.
Yeah, it'll change down by down for Simmons. 3rd and long for Atlanta. And down goes Ritter. That is J.J. Watt, who finally breaks through and has season number 6.
Take a look. Working on the interior and talking to Matt Burke, their defensive line coach. He said, we're going to do everything we can to put him in positions to get to the opposing quarterback.